All right, let's get right into it. If you've been hearing all the buzz about cryptocurrency and you're wondering what it's all about, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the absolute basics, step by step, and get you ready for what could be a massive wave coming in 2026.
Look, a lot of people are getting into crypto because they see the potential for some pretty incredible returns. But to even get a piece of that, you've got to understand the fundamentals, right? So if you're new to this whole world, consider this your personal launchpad. Let's do this.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the big picture here, the 2026 opportunity. Why is everyone so hyped about this specific time frame? Well, for a lot of people, crypto isn't just about making money, it's about a whole new way of thinking about money and financial freedom. Let's dig in. So, here's the deal. A lot of experts believe we're standing right on the edge of mass adoption. That means big companies, banks, and everyday people are all starting to jump in. And when that happens, well, history shows that the market can go absolutely parabolic. It's all about timing. And to give you an idea of just how big this could get this. Some of the top analysts out there are predicting that a single Bitcoin could hit $200,000. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed. This market is famously volatile. But predictions like that are exactly why everyone is paying such close attention right now.
So what even is this stuff? At its heart, cryptocurrency is about one simple, revolutionary idea: creating a money system that doesn't need a boss. No banks, no intermediaries, just people dealing directly with people. Let's unpack how that's even possible.
Okay, so here's the magic. Cryptocurrency is basically digital cash. But what makes it work is a technology called the blockchain. The easiest way to think about it is like a public notebook or a ledger that everyone can see, but no one can change. Once a transaction is written down, it's there forever. Super secure.
And because of that, it's basically internet cash. You can send it to anyone anywhere in the world in just a few minutes without asking for permission and without paying a bunch of crazy fees to a bank. It just works. And this slide really breaks it down perfectly. With the old way, you're stuck with bank hours, hidden fees, and someone else can literally freeze your account. With crypto, it's 24/7, it's peer-to-peer, and most importantly, if you hold your own keys, you are in complete and total control of your money. Nobody can stop your transactions.
Now, let's talk about the king, Bitcoin. Think of it like digital gold. Why? Because it's scarce. See, governments can print more money whenever they want, which makes your dollars worth less over time. That's inflation. But there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, period. That scarcity is what makes it so valuable.
So this idea of being your own bank, it's a huge deal. But it also means you're responsible for your own security. So let's get into the practical side of things. How do you actually get started and take control of your financial future?
It's actually way simpler than you might think. We can boil it down to just 2 steps for your personal crypto launchpad. First, you're going to need a wallet to store your coins. And second, you need a place to buy them. Let's walk through it. Okay, step 1, your digital wallet. Don't let the name scare you. This is just your digital piggy bank. It's where you'll keep your crypto safe and sound, and it's what you'll use to interact with this new digital world. The easiest way to get started is with something called a software wallet, and a super popular one is MetaMask. It's just a simple browser extension. Now, when you set it up, it's going to give you something called a seed phrase, usually 12 words. This is the most important part. Write those words down on a piece of paper, store it somewhere safe where no one will find it, and never ever share it. That phrase is the master key to your entire wallet. Awesome. So once your wallet is set up and your seed phrase is tucked away safely, it's time for the fun part, getting your hands on your very first coins. The most common place for beginners to buy crypto is on a big, trusted exchange. Think of places like Coinbase or Binance. They're built to be super user-friendly. You just sign up, connect your bank account or a debit card, and you can buy your first bit of crypto in minutes. So what should you buy first? Well, a lot of beginners start with the big 2. You've got Bitcoin, the digital gold we talked about, which is seen as a more stable, long-term store of value. And then you have Ethereum, which is like the supercomputer of crypto, powering thousands of other applications. Now, obviously, this isn't financial advice. You got to do your own research, but those are the 2 giants of this world for a reason.
And that's pretty much it. You are now officially geared up with the basic knowledge you need to get into this space. You know what it is, why it matters, and exactly how to get started. You've got the foundation.
So really, what's stopping you? The key from here on out is to just keep learning. This space moves fast and it can be risky. So always do your own research, understand what you're buying, and a golden rule: never ever invest more than you're willing to lose.
Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the future. So, you've got some crypto in your wallet. Awesome. But now for the big question. How do you protect it? And how do you actually understand what's coming next? Well, in this explainer, we're going to lock down your digital assets, and then we're going to peek into the future to see the trends that could absolutely explode. You ready? Let's go.
First things first, and this is the most critical part, security. Look, in the world of crypto, you are your own bank. That sounds cool, and it is, but it also means you are your own head of security. Getting this right is the foundation for everything. I mean everything.
Okay, these three things right here, they're totally non-negotiable. First up, two-factor authentication, or 2FA. Turn it on everywhere. It's that second code from your phone, and it's a lifesaver. Second, your seed phrase. This is the master key to your entire crypto kingdom. Write it down on paper, lock it up somewhere safe, and never, ever, ever store it online or take a picture of it. And finally, you got to watch out for phishing scams, those fake emails and websites trying to trick you. It all boils down to one golden rule in crypto. Not your keys, not your coins. If you don't control that seed phrase, you don't own a thing. Getting your security locked in is a huge win. Seriously, pat yourself on the back. But this isn't a one-and-done thing. It's about staying sharp. So now that we've built the fortress walls, let's talk about navigating the battlefield. Let's talk about risk.
All right, let's talk about risk. I know, it can be a scary word, but in a brand new market like this one, risk is just part of the game. The goal isn't to avoid it, it's to understand it, to play it smart. That's what separates the pros from the gamblers.
And let's be real, the biggest risk you'll see right away is the volatility. The price swings can be absolutely wild. One day you're up, the next you're down. It's enough to make anyone nervous. And that's when people make emotional mistakes, like panic selling at the worst possible time.
But here's the flip side. For long-term believers, those scary price drops look a little different. Many see them as a huge opportunity, a discount sale, a chance to buy the dip. This whole mindset is tied to the idea of hodling. It started as a typo for holding, and now it's a battle cry. It means you believe in the long-term vision, so you hold on through the crazy ups and downs.
So here's your playbook for managing that risk. Number 1, DYOR. Do your own research. You have to understand what you're buying. 2, check the community vibe. Is it active? Are people excited? A strong community is a really good sign. 3, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And last but not least, the golden rule of investing in anything. Only put in what you're actually willing to lose. It keeps the emotion out of it.
Okay, with our foundation of security and smart risk-taking all set, now we get to look at the fun stuff, the future. Let's dive into the massive trends that everyone is expecting to shape the next few years in crypto.
And things are moving fast. You've got stablecoins, which are basically crypto dollars, making things way easier to use. You've got DeFi or decentralized finance, which is rebuilding the entire banking system without the banks. Then there are NFTs and real-world assets, or RWAs, which is all about proving you own stuff, both digital and physical. Play-to-earn gaming is turning hobbies into hustles, and Layer 2s are making transactions super fast and cheap. It's a whole new world being built.
And here's another huge trend you can't ignore. The old world of traditional finance is finally starting to meet the new world of crypto. The big banks, the major institutions, they're getting in the game. And that, my friends, changes everything.
Think about it. The old way is banks that close at 5 p.m., weird fees, and someone else in control of your money. The new way, it's 24/7 access to your own assets. And now, with big players offering things like ETFs and professional storage services, they're building a solid bridge for all that big money to cross over into crypto. It's making it safer and easier for everyone to get involved. So we've covered it all. Security, risk, the insane innovation that's happening. A lot of people believe all of this is leading up to something huge in the next couple of years. So the question becomes, what's your move? How do you position yourself for what's coming? Just to give you an idea of how optimistic some people are, you've got serious analysts and big names in the industry throwing out some wild price predictions. Some are calling for Bitcoin to hit as high as $300,000 by the end of 2026. Now, of course, that's just a prediction. It's pure speculation. But historically, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market tends to follow. Here's the real takeaway. This space is moving at lightning speed. And just by learning about it now, by understanding the basics, you're putting yourself way ahead of the curve. Getting educated today is how you prepare for tomorrow. We've covered a ton of ground today, from locking down your wallet to looking at the massive trends on the horizon. Which, of course, leads to the million-dollar question.
which specific coins and projects are gonna lead the way. Hey, if you got value from this, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button for more. And just a quick reminder, this is all for education and entertainment. It is not financial advice. You should always do your own research before making any decisions. Thanks so much for watching. Let's go to the moon together, legends.